Story 28. The life of a king was drawing to a close, and he had no successor. He ordered in his last testament that the next morning after his death, the first person entering the gate of the city be presented with the royal crown and be entrusted with the government of the realm. It so happened that the first person who entered was a mendicant who had all his life subsisted on the morsels he collected and had sewn patch after patch upon his clothes. The pillars of the state and grandees of the court executed the injunction of the king and bestowed upon him the government and the treasures, whereon the dervish reigned for a while until some emirs of the monarchy withdrew their necks from his obedience, and kings from every side began to rise for hostilities and to prepare their armies for war. At last his own troops and subjects also rebelled and deprived him of a portion of his dominions. This event afflicted the mind of the dervish until one of his old friends, who had been his companion when he was yet himself a dervish, returned from a journey and seeing him in such an exalted position, said, "Thanks be to God, the Most High and Glorious, that thy rose has thus come forth from the thorn, and thy thorn was extracted from thy foot. The high luck has aided thee, and prosperity with fortune has guided thee till thou hast attained this position. Verily, hardship is followed by comfort." And of course, we might see a linguistic connection to the chronic verse right there. A flower is sometimes blooming and sometimes withering. A tree is at times nude and at times clothed. He replied, "Brother, condole me, because there is no occasion for congratulation. When thou sawest me last, I was distressed for bread, and now a world of distress has overwhelmed me. If I have no wealth, I grieve. If I have some of the love of it, captivates me. If I have some of the love of it, captivates me. If there is no greater calamity than worldly good, yeah. If I have no wealth, I grieve. If I have some love, if I have no, sorry, I repeat some of these things so I perhaps can edit them later. But if I have no wealth, I grieve. If I have some, the love of it captivates me. There is no greater calamity than worldly goods. Both their possession and their want are griefs. If thou wishest for power, covet nothing, except contentment, which is sufficient happiness. If a rich man pours gold into thy lap, care not a moment for thanking him, because often I heard great men say, the patience of a dervish is better than the gifts of a rich man." And remember to thank God for one's opportunity.